T3 not working. I have tried from 20 to 75 micrograms daily, all in the AM fasted. Split AM, PM, different doses. Best protocol for fat loss.
Yeah. So I have seen synthetic thyroid hormones. When we're talking about thyroid treatment, synthetic, and you can have something be synthetic and still be bioidentical. I think people kind of get these things confused. But so T3 and or T4 are synthetic bioidentical thyroid hormone, kind of like the thyroid version of testosterone. And then natural desiccated thyroid in the context of a prescription comes from a pig's thyroid, but it is standardized to have T3, T4, as well as other thyroid hormones and enzymes and signaling molecules in it as well. So one of the issues with the synthetic thyroid treatments is that some guys just don't respond to them. And in these instances, like I've seen guys come into my clinics with taking 200, 300, 400 micrograms of T4, 50, 100 micrograms of T3, and their levels barely move. And they'll still be taking it on an empty stomach. They'll make sure to not have any coffee or anything else with it to compromise absorption. It's coming from the pharmacy. They've checked every option. A lot of guys get a really poor response to this. A lot of guys get a fantastic response. I mean, this is not a common thing, but I would say a decent percentage of guys are non-responders to synthetic T3, T4. And when they swap to natural desiccated thyroid, the prescription version, they get a much better response. Now, there are also cases for vice versa. There are also guys who don't absorb and respond to the NDT, and they have a fantastic response to synthetic. So it's very important for practitioners to have both in the toolbox. I think that on average, more people respond better to natural desiccated thyroid. That's just what I've seen. But this is, assuming that this is a pharmaceutical grade product, I'm skeptical that it is because you're using it for fat loss. So firstly, you could just be taking a sugar pill, but let's hypothetically say that it is a pharmaceutical grade thyroid preparation. Yeah, it is possible that you're having a very low response to this and a non-significant response. In terms of like best protocol for fat loss, the best protocol for fat loss is diet and exercise. I'm not in the camp of using these hormones in this way purely for the sake of a do no harm approach. I know it's like a bit of like a party pooper, fuddy-duddy kind of response, but I'm hyper conservative in my recommendations. With that said, I think that if someone is going to use a stimulant to like cut weight, let's say like you're cutting weight for like a professional fight or something, boosting thyroid hormone is probably safer than using things like Clen or whatever else people are using, like high dose ECA stack. Like I think people are still using that. So supporting optimal thyroid function for fat loss is probably on the safer side, but hell will freeze over before I come online and recommend a standard dose of thyroid hormone for fat loss. It's just not something I'm going to do.